Hello, my name is Yvonne Reidman, and I am here today to talk to you about MoAble accounts. I am from the Missouri State Treasurer's Office, and the MoAble program is administered by the Missouri State Treasurer's Office at the direction of the MoAble Board. Treasurer Vivek Malik serves as the board's chairman, and we meet about 4 times a year to talk about improving MoAble, and that's why I'm here today, so that I can give you some information about this awesome program and get everybody more informed. So today what I'm going to do is I'm going to try to increase awareness of the program. I'm going to explain to you why it's a benefit to employers. It enhances the existing benefits that you have at zero cost to employers, and it is also a benefit to employees. There's a state income tax deduction. It can protect your SSI benefits and provide a financial resource for you for your future. So the MoAble program was established through the Achieving a Better Life Experience Act, which is where we get the term ABLE. And that was in 2014. In 2015, legislation passed in Missouri to create Missouri's MoAble plan. And in 2017, the MoAble program was created through a partnership with the Ohio Stable Plan. So Stable is the company who actually does the financing and runs the accounts and all of that. What we do here in the Treasurer's Office is basically promote the MoAble program. So what is MoAble? The Achieving a Better Life Experience, or ABLE Act of 2014, created a savings and investment account for individuals who are living with disabilities. You can save money without impacting eligibility for certain means-tested benefits. Right now, people with disabilities are only able to save $2,000 before it starts to affect their SSI. That's not very much money to pay for medical expenses or housing or rent or things that you need. So, just being able to keep a $2,000 savings account is not a good idea, and most people aren't able to live that way. So with these ABLE accounts, it's going to guarantee that they can have money in savings and they can still keep their SSI and Medicaid benefits. So how do we fund a MoAble account? Well, like I mentioned, you can only have $2,000 in assets before it starts to count toward SSI benefits. So we need to talk about what you can do to be able to have money and not lose your benefits. If you have a MoAble account and you are not employed, you can save up to $8,000 a year from all sources. If you are employed, you can save up to $32,580 a year. That's a big difference from $2,000. So there is a lifetime limit that you can save, $541,000 lifetime limit. When we're talking about Social Security considerations, balances over $100,000 are going to count as a resource, but Social Security is suspended and not terminated. And that's kind of a big deal because once it gets terminated, it's hard to get back on. So that does not happen even if your balance is over $100,000. Account holders' wages are still going to count as income, even if they are contributed to the MoAble account. So they're going to look at income and they're going to look at assets. When they're looking at income, they're going to look at that money, but you can still put it into your ABLE account and then it's not counted as an asset. Another really good feature is the system will automatically reject excess contributions to the account. So you don't have to worry that you're going over. So there is a maintenance fee for a MoAble account. It's $27 annually. You only need $25 to open a MoAble account, and you can take out as little as $1 or put in as little as $1 into your ABLE account once you've established it. There are other fees that are called investment-based fees, and that has to do with the type of account that you have. You do have choices in what type of account you would like. I'm going to go into that in more detail. So what are some added benefits of having a MoAble account? What are some other things that it's going to help you do? Opening a MoAble account for a child or someone that you care for can empower them to become more financially independent, more confident, and more secure about their future. Unfortunately, many disabled people live their lives in relative poverty due to the fact that they feel they cannot have any significant savings. So the benefit of the account is it creates ownership. It's owned by the individual living with a disability. It gives them financial independence because they can save money without having to worry about spend down, and it can increase their amount of short-term and or long-term savings depending on how they choose to use the account. There are tax benefits associated with a MOABLE account as well, and I'm going to go into that. Missouri has one of the highest tax deductions in the nation. Anyone who contributes to an account can receive a state income tax deduction for their own contributions of up to $8,000 and $16,000 if filing jointly. So let's discuss eligibility. What will enable a person to become a MOABLE account holder? There's basically three things that you need. The first one is you need to be a Missouri resident. The second one is to be blind or have a medically determinable physical or mental impairment that results in marked and severe functional limitations, and such condition developed before the age of 26 and will last or has lasted at least 1 year. Now, age of 26 onset does not mean you have to be younger than 26. It just means that the onset of the disability had to occur before the age of 26. That is going to change in January 1st of 2026. That number is going to change to 46. So, as of January of 2026, you can have a disability that occurred before the age of 46 and open a MOABLE account. So that's going to be a great new change coming up. It's going to allow a lot more people to open these accounts. One other thing you need is one of these things listed on here. So you need to be either A, eligible for supplemental security income or Social Security disability insurance. You need to B, have a condition listed on the Social Security Administration's list of compassionate allowances conditions. C, experience blindness as determined by the Social Security Act. Or D, you have received or you can provide, if requested, a signed diagnosis of the qualifying from a licensed physician. And this is self-certification. So you need a diagnosis of a physical or mental impairment that causes marked and severe functional limitations. The condition has to have lasted or is expected to last for at least 1 year. You do not need to send in this diagnosis, you just need to have it on hand. So you need those first two and then one of the last ones that I went over. To see if you qualify for a MOABLE account, you can go online to moable.com and take the quiz. You don't have to open an account to do this. This will kind of help you to know before you start the process whether there's anything else you need to get or get in line before you open your MOABLE account. Okay, so let's talk about enrollment. How do you enroll in a MOABLE account? Well, it's pretty easy and it's free online at moable.com. It takes about 20 minutes. And once again, you just need to have $25 as an opening deposit. Now, one of the features of the MOABLE account is you don't need an attorney to open an account. You don't need someone else to help you. If you're able to do it yourself, you can go online. You don't have to pay an outside source to open a MOABLE account. They're very helpful online and there's a lot of information on there. So, that kind of sets it apart a little bit from a trust or something like that where it is a little bit more complicated to do. Enrollment can be completed by the individual or the account holder or what's called an ALR, which is Authorized Legal Representative. So if you are not your own guardian or if you are the guardian of someone, you can open an account for them. And that's going to deal with somebody who maybe, can benefit from a MOABLE account who's not their own guardian or even like someone under the age of 18. There is such a thing as an entity ALR, and this is going to allow a company or a service to manage multiple accounts, it simplifies the process for people who are overseeing more than one account. There's levels of oversight that can accommodate the organization's management, and the reporting and record keeping is provided within the portal. So this is a great thing to know for people who are overseeing more than one person. You don't have to, right now you can only open one account, but if you're an entity LR, you can open more than one. Okay, how do you fund your account? How do you get money into it? You can have electronic funds transfer from your checking account or your savings account into your MoAble account. You can write a check into your MoAble account or payroll deduction, which we're going to talk about a little bit. But this brings up a good point. It's always a good idea to have a checking or savings account alongside your MoAble account. Even though you can't have more than $2,000 in it, you can always transfer that money right into your Able account, and that's just probably a really easy way for you to get money into your account. So payroll deduction, it's for employees with disabilities and their families. It allows you to automatically put some of your money into your Able account. It's great because for the company, it allows encompassment. It's a no-cost benefit. It provides every eligible employee the opportunity to save and invest, and it promotes and brings financial parity to the workplace. For the employee, it gives them empowerment. They can now save and keep their public benefits. They can easily set up payroll, direct deposit for themselves or their family members online, and they can have diverse savings and investment opportunities through MoAble. And I am going to talk a little bit more about the investing. There's another way you can get money into your account, and that's called gifting. And that's one of the nicer benefits of a MoAble account. You can set up what's called a gifting page. And the gifting page will allow anyone to give financial gifts directly into the MoAble account. It will track the gift for you, and it does not count as a resource or an income to the person who has the MoAble account. So I had mentioned investment options. Investment options are really important to know about this account because it's not only a savings account, but it can be an investment account as well. So the investment accounts, there's 4 separate investment accounts, and they range from aggressive to conservative. They are monitored by Vanguard Mutual Funds, and it's an FDI insured option. It is a great, fun way for you to earn more money. The investments are not taxed, and depending on your, confidence and how comfortable you are, you can go online and track your investments. The last account is called BankSafe, and that is not an investment account. That is just a savings and spending account. You can have other savings accounts, other things with a MoAble account. The 529 College Savings is one that most people are aware of. You can have a special needs trust, and like I mentioned before, standard checking and savings accounts as well as a MoAble account, so you don't have to choose. These are the investment options that I had talked about. So if you look on the right side of your screen, that's called the growth option. That is the most aggressive investment option. That is going to have 80% stocks and 20% bonds. If you slide all the way down to the left side, you're going to see BankSafe, and that is the one that is not invested at all. That money is just going to sit there, and you can use it, spend it, save it. So as you see, you've got some really good options here, depending on how you want to manage your money. There's another fun thing. It's called a savings booster, and this is something that they just started this year. So you can basically make hassle-free contributions to your account. You can set up what's called a weather booster, and you can find it in the transfers navigation option of your online account, and you can make deposits when there is a 50% plus chance of precipitation predicted in your location by weather.gov. So your account balance can go up every time rain, hail, sleet, or snow are forecasted to come down. And it's all you're in charge. You get to decide how much you want to contribute and save with each weather event. So let's talk about spending your money. Now that you've got your savings, how do you use it? What do you use it on? The withdrawals have to be used on what's called qualified disability expenses. But if you look at this list, you'll see pretty much everything's covered. It must be able to help maintain or improve health, independence, or quality of life. But that includes rent, assistive technology, basic living expenses, groceries, cars, education, just about anything you can think of. So this money is definitely available for you to invest or spend however you would like to do it. If you're going to spend from your account, you can either transfer it into checking and savings like we had talked about. You can then pay with a third-party check, or if you have a debit card attached to your checking and savings. There's also the Stable Visa card. You can transfer money onto a Stable Visa card. And what the Stable Visa card is, it's a loadable prepaid card that can be used anywhere that Visa is accepted. There are some safeguards. So there's no overdraft, no cash access to this card. So you're able to limit the types of expenses and the merchants who are able to use it. So this way, if you do have someone taking care of your money, they do not have access to all of your funds, just the amount of money that you preload onto this account. And it will track your expenses for you. They will give you notifications to monitor spending and low balances. So all of the features of a MoAble account online are really great features to help you manage your account. A couple things I just want to go over before we're done. These are things that are pretty important and I don't want you to forget about. The first one is balances over $100,000 are going to count as a resource, but SSI is suspended and not terminated. Another thing is that if you do transfer money into your regular checking account to pay your rent or housing expenditures and you don't use it, by the next month it will be counted as a resource. So make sure when you're transferring that money over that you then use it to pay the bill that you transferred it over to pay. Account holders' wages are still going to count as income, even if they're attributed to MoAble accounts. So they're going to be income, then you put it in MoAble, it's not counted as an asset. If the account holder passes away, the account will pass to the account holder's estate. The administrator of the stable account will, customer service will be notified and they can take over access. The account will go through the normal probate process at that point. Medicaid payback is something that is a consideration for a MoAble account. Basically, Medicaid is allowed to come in and take payback if there's any money left when a person has passed away. But that money is better protected from Medicaid payback in a MoAble account than it is in other accounts. So you can pay any outstanding qualified disability expenses. The payback is only from the date the account was opened, no, not before that. You can deduct Medicaid buy-in premiums that you had to pay or pay for funeral or burial expenses, all before Medicaid payback is allowed to start. So now what? Now that you've got your financial future all planned out, you know how to save money without losing valuable benefits, it's time to get online and get familiar with the MoAble website. The MoAble website is listed here as well as their email address and their phone number. There's also a live chat option should you go online and choose to speak to somebody. They are very helpful. Every time I've had to deal with them, they've been really great to deal with. And if for some reason you're not able to get a hold of them, you can always call me, Yvonne Reidman. I do work in the treasurer's office, and my email address and phone number are listed right there. I will be able to reach out and try to find someone to help you if you have questions or you're just a little bit nervous about opening an account. Other than that, that is the end of our program. I want to make sure that you're all comfortable and you understand the MoAble program. There's a lot of information that swirls around that might not be true. We really appreciate you taking the time to hear about this and spreading the word about it. It is such an awesome program, and I really hope that this is some valuable information for you. Thank you for your time.